I would like to start the lesson by watching the video.
Young people don't want to be talked about. We want to do the talking. We've been told to clean up our mess. We've been told to be kind to others. We've been told that we should be fair. We've listened to adults, but now it's time for them to listen to us.
Right here, right now, is where we draw the line.
It's time, it's time, it's time. Don't forget to listen to the most affected people.
It's time to remind them that big changes can start small, and that only together can we change the world. Don't give up on adults. We know they can do it.
So you can see, guys, that the video that's about children and their right to be protected and to be taken care of. Today is the 1st of June, yes? Today is the World Children's Day, and I'm sure you already know that that's the UNICEF celebration, annual celebration for children and by children. At the previous lesson, we were talking about the passage, and that article explained how the UN tried to support the children and how the UN tried to encourage the children to voice their views. What do you remember about that organization and the fund UNICEF within the organization? Who can talk about that? Yes, Sandra?
UNICEF was founded in 1946 to help children who were damaged by World War II and let them have new shelters or parents.
Yes, and the UNICEF, that's a fund which was created by the organization, yes, and that fund is trying to protect the kids' rights. Who can talk about the kids' rights? Or what kind of rights do you have? Yes?
To have a home safe to learn. Also, we have some medical rights to get medical treatment.
Right to get an education.
Yes, to get college education.
To have
Right
proper
to play
house.
and rest.
To play and rest, yes. Right to have,
Their friends.
choose your friends, yes. Right to have your friends.
With the household.
Yes, that's right. Yes, Annie?
Education rights.
Yes, educational rights, yeah, that's right. I would like you to reflect on the statement here, the main question that the kids today are facing. What is it like to grow up in today's world? Think about the statement, guys, and yes, let's start from you, yes.
It's pretty hard because you have to put effort in something to achieve success. Otherwise, you might not be successful, or you might not have the great life.
Also, it's been hard because we have to go through a pandemic, the war, which is very big weight on our mental health, and it needs to be worked out.
Could you talk more about your mental health, your mental burdens? So Nika started talking about the expectations the kids are facing.
Also, cyberbullying and internet addiction has also had a big effect on our mental states and our mindsets.
It can result in what kind of mental burdens are you facing, or the kids of your age?
Self-consciousness, maybe depression, being very socially awkward and not being able to be extrovert.
Yes, that's right. What else can you add, guys? Andrea?
Also feeling angry.
Angry?
Yes.
Yeah. Feeling anxious,
Yes.
depressed, yes. What else? What can you add?
Kids start feeling like if they don't get validation from adults, that they aren't successful enough or worthy enough of stuff. So that's a really bad thing that everybody should be doing.
And the consequences of mental burden. So you are feeling anxious and depressed. What are the consequences of that?
Lack of motivation.
Lack of
and
motivation, yes.
too.
Yes, and lack of motivation, and when you don't want to do anything else, yes, it's also...
Which has an effect on your education.
Yes, of course, you just lose interest, yes, that's right. Let's keep talking about the same question again. What about, you mentioned cyberbullying, let's talk some more about the online risks, yes? Nowadays, you kids are facing Who can keep talking? Yes, Natalia?
A lot of kids find it easier to make friends online, and after a while they sort of feel like they have to meet up with them, or they should meet up with them because they feel better around them. So that could cause a lot of trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Online,
What are you
because
talking about?
a lot of that stuff you see online, or people you meet aren't always the people you expect them to be, or what they say they are. So
They may
everybody
have
starts
some hidden
believing them.
agendas, yes? They're just pretending sometimes.
Also, cases of cyberbullying is increasing because you can do it while being anonymous. So in that case, you won't get any trouble, and you'll get away with it easier.
Yes, girls, what can you add?
Internet is a space where everything is clear about you and everyone can get information.
Personal information, that's right. Yes, your what kind of personal information we are talking about?
Your address,
your ID.
Your ID, your address, your name, your
Also your
phone number.
filmmates.
Yes, they can be shared, they can be collected and shared, yes? That's a big risk. But I think that the major risk is something Musa was talking, yes. How could we reduce the risks? What can we do?
Maybe parents can help the children overcome their insecurities. Also pay attention to what they're doing in internet and increase and reduce their screen time.
Yes, sometimes punishment is not the way out, not always. Yes, maybe, but maybe education, giving information is better way, yes. What should a parent or a teacher do, Ani, to try and reduce the risk of young people going out and meeting some strangers?
I think we should communicate with the kids more and warn them about the dangers of the internet so that they know.
Yes, Sandra, could you talk more?
Maybe teaching your kid at school how to protect your personal information, and if it gets leaked, how to reach out to the person and do something about it.
Yeah.
Also by giving an example of what might happen if they
Explain
do the
what
right
might happen,
thing.
yes.
Also, parents might not be able to reduce the risk, but they might give you some advices to be careful and not get scammed.
Yes, what to be afraid of. Yes, that's right. What about cyberbullying? How can we reduce the risk of cyberbullying?
Not to text anonymous people that you don't know.
But if someone is bullying you, what can you do?
Just block.
Just block.
Just
block.
ignore it.
Yeah, it's what you're saying all the time. Ignore and block. Yes, maybe, but there are other ways too. Yes. What about reporting
You can
that person?
report them online.
Yes, you can.
So their account will be blocked.
So reporting maybe it's the best way to deal with the cyberbullying. You talked a lot about internet, and we showed it in a negative way, but at the same time it gave us lots of opportunity. Yes, internet. Let's talk internet in a positive way. Okay.
We have access to.
We have access to very huge information about things that we're interested in. We can contact with people from all over the world that we know or that we may not know.
So you're talking about socializing, yes?
Yes,
With our friends.
yes,
the internet.
from around the world and not from just our country.
Yes. What else, Mari?
When we were at home for 2 years, we had online lessons with the internet.
Yeah, so you're using internet for educational purposes. What else? Nika.
You also learn how to communicate with unknown people to not have social anxiety in the future.
Yeah, you are anonymous, so you don't feel anxious. Yes, that's a good point. Musa?
Compared to the 90s, by introducing internet, we can communicate with people across the world. So if it's hard for us to see our relatives or friends every day, or at least once a month, then we can do it online and by speaking to them virtually.
Yes. Okay. One more, and then the next subject.
Also, we can use social media to spread information that is important. For example, if we are doing volunteer work, we can use social media to make people play role in it. And
So
do some volunteer
you're
work.
saying that you can influence some other
Yes,
people.
to do
Yes.
some volunteer work.
That's right, yeah. Okay, so let's sum up the internet in a positive way. You are using it for entertainment. You never mentioned entertainment, yes? It's a great source of entertainment, yes.
We use it for entertainment, and sometimes I use it for for personal advice on some internet forums, so it helps me a lot.
Yeah, that's right. So we use it for entertainment, for socializing, for educational purposes. Okay, so that's great. I would like you to pay attention now to your books. Look at the screen. If you remember, during your previous lesson, we talked about the UN and the UNICEF, and again, that article explained the role of that organization in protecting kids and their rights. But it's not only about kids, yes. These are the UN goals by 2030. So the UN tries to achieve these goals by 2030. You can see proposes these goals. So what is the first one? Nini, can you read the first one, please?
End poverty in all its forms everywhere.
Everywhere. Do you understand what is poverty? How would you explain poverty?
Not having access to
what?
health and hospitals, education, schools and universities. Also, you might not have economical validation and not have access to
Food and shelter and health.
Basic
That's
vaccinations.
basic needs, yes. How would we be able to end poverty? What could be done?
Donations.
Finish that
We could collect donations and spread awareness.
Okay, what else, Nika?
Create more public activities, also creating new workspaces.
Maybe, yes, that's right. Michelle?
Well, I think ending poverty is an impossible task, but we can reduce it by giving some money or some volunteer,
to
yes,
poor countries.
poor countries, poor people.
Also, volunteer work.
Yeah, what else, guys? You never mentioned education. You never mentioned quality education. Can it be the key to end the poverty or to reduce the poverty? Yes, Sandra.
Yes, education is one of the main things because young people may develop some other strategies that are more effective than old ones, and some investments in these educational systems.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I would just choose another one. Achieve gender equality. So girls, what do you think? How could we achieve gender
To end
equality?
this problem, I think we should include different genders in activities to kill the stereotypes that girls or guys can do a couple of things. Maybe.
Why is it important to achieve the gender equality? Let's start from that. Why it's important?
To have equal opportunities and chances in success in life.
Yes, but yes, please.
So this all the talent cannot be lost, and some women are more intelligent than men, but they are not given the chances. So.
Yes, that's right, but you are not talking about violence also against the women and girls. So gender equality may also protect them from violence, yes, family violence and so on. Okay, what about promote lifelong learning? Why is it important to promote lifelong learning? Yes.
Well, if you're learning for your all or your life, well, it helps you more, and when you learn more, you can do more things and upgrade yourself, do more tasks, and be more successful. I think.
That's right. Anything else?
We can also be more helpful to others and
You can be more fulfilled and happier. I'd like to give you the homework, and we're just summing up the lesson. Just one more minute. Who are those people in the picture? Can you tell me? How do you think? Who are they?
I think they're students.
Students, yes, of your age. Where are they?
On the conference of
They're discussing some topic, maybe.
Yes, and where exactly?
United Nations.
United Nations. They are Assembly. They're delegates, yes, from Afghanistan. So, how do you think? What are they talking about?
They're discussing about from.
Yes, they're discussing some issues. Yes, but from our country, maybe.
For example, international relations, maybe.
Yes. What else?
They represent their country, and maybe they're talking about their achievements, what they achieved.
Already on what are the challenges, issues their country.
Discussing their ideas of how to solve and tackle problems.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
Or
Yes.
maybe what problems have you seen in their country and in also world maybe, but
Your homework is, I would like you to imagine yourselves the delegates, UN delegates, so you are presenting your country. I would like you to just write a very short passage, what kind of speech you would make if you got a chance to go to the UN and make a speech at the assembly, okay? Any questions about your homework?
no.
No? Thank you guys, you were great.